Hello everyone and welcome to TCS. Today we're going to be talking more about the Epstein files because I think the DOJ thinks that we are stupid and they think that you just released 3.5 millions of files and they haven't released everything, so they think that we're stupid and we're not capable of finding more. And Pam Bondi is also included. She revealed some lists, if you know what I mean. So we're going to be looking into those. So we are not actually talking about just the list anymore. We're talking about the gynecologist, and he was being paid like annually hundred thousands of dollars. And there was some discussions about babies sucking their pacifiers more vigorously once they hear their mother's voice. And I don't know why was Epstein like discussing babies' behavior or New York behavior at all. So we are going to be deep diving into those all. So whilst we're discussing about like red versus blue, and there was this, they just added Marilyn Monroe to the list, like it was nothing, like it was normal, like they were laughing at us, but it's just a big rabbit hole, and this is the update actually they don't want you to see. So let's start with the architect of this mess, Pam Bondi. Her hearing was called pathetic, but I think it was calculated, and she said she released the list. And have you taken a close look at that list at all? So they included names like Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley. Why? Epstein couldn't have trafficked Marilyn Monroe. She died when she was a child. They flooded the zone with irrelevant celebrity names to just muddy the waters. It's a classic disinformation tactic. Hide the needle by making the haystack actually bigger. But it actually gets even more manipulative, and in the list actually Pam Bondi's name was also there. So you know why was it there? Because she was trying to just normalize the situation that people having their names on the list is just something normal, that something you shouldn't even think about it. Meanwhile, real names are missing. The Rothschilds missing, despite known email connections. Elon Musk brother missing. They scrubbed the powerful and replaced them with dead celebrities in political theater. Trump, Clinton, Biden, they're all there, but the context is blurred so that no one gets prosecuted. So while Pam Bondi was just playing some games with the list and the names on the list, there was even something more tragic that someone discovered about a money trail that goes to a medical clinic in Ohio. Meet Dr. Mark Landon. He is a specialist in high-risk pregnancy and reproductive health in Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. Yes, that Wexner, creator of Epstein. So there was also some emails coming through Epstein's lawyer asking, are we still paying Mark Landon? So the records actually show that there were quarterly made payments to a gynecologist by a man who has no daughters or no wives, which was around $100,000 of annual payments. Isn't that kind of suspicious? Why? Because Epstein wasn't just abusing these girls, he was maintaining them. We have emails from victims asking specifically for gynecologist money. But the most damning piece of evidence comes from an email exchange in 2012. An associate actually wrote to Epstein, you used to send them to a gyno in New York who once commented that you were keeping him business single-handedly. Think about the volume of the victims that require a doctor's attention. Like, Dr. Landon is still practicing and no one is even asking him any kind of questions. So if the doctor payments are like maintenance, what I'm going to be showing you just now is like experiments about mind control and like dark stuff. Epstein discusses trumpet plants in the files. These plants contain chemicals used historically to incapacitate people and turning them into some compliant zombies. Was this how he controls so many victims on the ranch? But it also gets worse, and there is an email from Mark Turmel, or someone with that name, discussing how babies suck their pacifiers even vigorously once they hear their mother's voice. So why was a sex trafficker, a pervert, is talking about a baby and newborn's behaviors? There are references to 14-year-olds being of reproductive age. There are mentions of black market babies and surrogacy as well. It paints a picture of Epstein not just a trafficker, but as someone trying to create a new race or conduct genetic experiments. He was treating human beings like lab rats. So everything in that file just leads you directly to a total sociopathy. Epstein has a word for tragedy, for every kind of tragedy. It's whoops. When a girl mentions being raped, whoops. When RFK Jr.'s wife is found dead, whoops. It's just a joke to him. And of course there is the food code, like Woody Allen emailing Epstein about like eating bones as fiber, or the emails about girls dressed to hunt for food. Is it code or is it literal? We know billionaires like Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem sent Epstein emails about virginity auctions with bids reaching $190,000. And we also have a reference to Snow White, a photo of Barclays CEO Jess Staley with a Snow White theme. Who was playing Snow White? And did she survive the fairy tale? Because we know some victims like Ruslana ended up dead after being told by Epstein that they were crazy. Before we finish, I want to mention the weirdest thing on the emails, like emails from Ghislaine Maxwell, which mentions a secret and like shadow commission about 9/11. There is a surreal email chain with Leo Schreiber, or someone with that name, dated right after the attacks, with subject lines about the World Trade Center, and a story about a father and son in 2032 discussing how Arabs destroyed the towers. Why these kind of stuff are in the emails or in the files of a sex trafficker or in a pervert? Why do you have the list of Illuminati families? It suggests that Epstein wasn't just a pervert, he was an intelligence asset deeply embedded in the darkest events of our century. So where does this leave us? FBI scrubbing the files, politicians are being protected, Pam Bondi is messing with the list. If we wait for justice, I think we're going to be waiting for centuries. Forever. We have to be the ones to wet the files. We have to be the ones to connect the dots. So I think we're going to be seeing more details about the Epstein files. So many things that are going to be leaked, I think, and I believe we are the ones who are going to be like digging deep into the files or the leads and everything. And I'm going to be doing some videos about Epstein files as well, so I hope you also enjoyed this video as well. If you didn't watch the Epstein video that I did before this one, just make sure you check this out. Hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Take care. Bye bye.